hell's going on today? What the hell is going on? Every day, every single day, we go into the Crypto Chaos, of course. This is Crypto Otaku here. Welcome to Crypto Chaos. Welcome to my show. I'm the Crypto Otaku. And we're diving into what we normally do every freaking day. What's going on, Mondo? Say goodbye to cash. That's right. Say goodbye to this silly nonsense, right? It's gone. It's done. As the rest of the BRICS nations start to figure out what they're going to use instead of our fiat trash. Yes, we've got, of course, a full day of news like we normally do. What is going on, man, all the things. Let's fix this stream real quick. Boom. Up and at 'em. What is going on tonight? Everything's broken. Everything is not working. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are having a great night. Hopefully your bags are coming up a little, right? We did see all record highs now for the S&P 500. Crazy. Who would have thought that we'd be sitting here at 68.2? 68.2. And we got bigger, better places to be at by the end of the year. It's only getting started. Let's dive into a whole bunch of stuff we got to cover today. Of course, we've got more updates to BRICS nations as Saudi Arabia basically ditches the dollar. Now, Russia as well, not accepting the dollar for stock currency. Stock currency trades, fiat trades, right? Only the ruble shall continue. Let's get started. Oh boy. Why is things not working today? There we go. we were back to where we were. All right. So, Bitcoin. Man, look at that. We didn't even touch any of these higher levels yet. We got into this cup and handle pattern. I thought we were going to shoot off, skyrocket, and then we fell right back into it. You can tell, and I said this yesterday, we didn't even bounce off this trend. We just fell right underneath it. There is some market manipulation happening right now as we speak, because this doesn't make any sense. They liquidated time and time again. We just liquidated another 75,000 traders, right? Today. The longs are getting liquidated, man. They're getting liquidated. They're bouncing everyone around. Yeah, and Bitcoin is not having it. She's not having it. She's having a kind of a rough day. Let's get her face right there. Oh my God. Yeah, Bitcoin China's not having it. Everything else kind of falling on the backs of Bitcoin again. The same, pattern. We might see a breakout tonight. I don't think everyone else is going to be as bearish as the U.S. market, right? I think Japan's going to wake up. They're going to see some of this money just kind of flow right into it. And we're sitting on top of record highs for, stable coins, man. Tether's sitting at, $2 or $3 billion just sitting there waiting to flow into the market. It's about to get stupid. So Render came up today. Yeah, a little bit. It really isn't anything really moving too crazy today. Let's dive into our metrics like we normally do. And we'll get into some of the individual charts. Alrighty. Trump, what in the hell is going on? Bitcoin, of course, coming up a little bit right now. Look at the heat map from Kimba. Kimba, of course, an anime reference. Kimba the White Snow Lion. Anywho, $34.8 trillion in U.S. debt as we watch the dollar burn every single day here on the channel. 34.8. We're heading into that 35 reign of terror. 47. This is crazy. We're sitting at all-time highs. 4 stocks, but we're sitting at a neutral 47 today. That's crazy. Bitcoin and crypto, of course, is still in the 70s. Fear and Greed Index, still very bullish. I'm not sure why we are fudding any of this nonsense. Dollar came down a little bit today with the FOMC meeting. The FOMC pushing the dollar down to 104.7. Thank God. It really did need a bit of a pullback. I don't understand why it was even pumping to begin with. It's a ton of bearish news for the U.S. markets. Okay, so let's get into the day. Everything's kind of coming up on the day. Look at this. Injective up 13%. We've got Live Peer. What the hell? That just broke the 100, right? This is a new coin in our 100 space. Live Peer. I'm not sure what that even is. Notcoin's up 13%. Fetch AI is up 11%. That is actually merging this month. So watch out for Fetch, Ocean, and Ajax. Jasmine's up an 8. Wow, that just jumped from 6 to 8 as we just jumped on here. Jasmine's up 8% on the day. Algorand's up 4%. Dot's up 5%. Link's up 6.5%. So everything's kind of coming up. Everything's coming up a little bit as Bitcoin is up a percent on the day. Yikes. We did hit, we hit that like 70K. Right within seconds of the FOMC reading, right? And then, boom, right back down. There is definitely market manipulation happening. I was there. I was like sitting there listening to him this morning or this afternoon. I'm like, okay, it's going to happen. And he's just basically saying the same thing he did last 3 times. Okay. And nope, we got knocked down. Anywho, moving into, of course, Bitcoin sitting at the lowest levels all year. We've been watching this every day. Look at this. 2.49 yesterday, 2.47 today. That's 2.47 million Bitcoin for the world of 8 billion people to fight over. Rat race is on. I say this, man. We are at unprecedented times, the lowest levels in history, as we continue to always be the lowest levels in history, with only 450 Bitcoin mined per day. All right, moving on from this, we've got Bitcoin treasuries. Of course, BlackRock leading the way, 300 plus thousand biddies. Fidelity, catching up at 200, almost 200, right? 173, 175, and Grayscale sitting at 283. All right, so let's move on. We're going into speed round today. There's a lot to cover. There's a lot of news with Ripple, too, I want to get into. Top 10 cryptos, nothing really seemed to move here. Looks like Avalanche came back up a little bit again. We're fighting for this number 10 slot between Avalanche and Cardano. Cardano's holding in there. Toncoin sitting at $18 billion in market cap. If we scroll down a little bit, we always like to check on our little boy Jasmine and see how he is growing. Still sit at 55 from yesterday. Not too bad. It was 180 plus on the year. All right. So top 10 crypto, all assets, right? All top 10 assets in the world, and by market cap, sitting at, of course, Bitcoin at number 9. Of course, still sitting right above Meta and right underneath silver, as silver is now pushing to $1.7 trillion in market cap. It's actually down a little bit from last month. Last month it did hit a $1.8 trillion market cap, and we did outpace silver back in March, April. So just a update. Anyway, so of course sitting at about 150 million left on over the counter. This has got to be different now, man. This has got to be more updated. As of Thursday, right? Last Thursday. So about a week from tomorrow, we're sitting at less than 5,000 Bitcoins possibly on the over-counter exchange. When this dries up, that's it. This is where we are done. They cannot manipulate the price any further without selling off assets that they have under management, which I don't think that BlackRock and anyone wants to do, right? So watch out for that as well. All right, blockchain, of course, the Bitcoin rainbow price chart, the best chart in the industry, right? The one we look at every day and say, oh, we're still at the 60,000 ranges. Why aren't you buying? You should be stacking up enough Bitcoin for your future and for your kids' future and for your retirement, man. Because every single bitty is going to matter. Every single sat is going to count. When the dollar is, when everyone's house is, the average house price is worth $1 million, right? Which is coming right around the corner. By 2030, 2035, the average house in North America will be worth around $1 million. So, man, the dollar's going to be inflated like crazy, and we're going to stop using it, as we're going to cover a lot of articles that go into that detail as well, with Saudi Arabia, BRICS nations, and Moscow, Russia, and all the like. All right, let's dive into some of this crazy news. Oh my God, I've been waiting to talk about this all day. Oh man, it's nuts. All right, let's dive into it. XRP Ledger gets Ethereum boost. Ripple launches new sidechain. There's a lot of news right now happening with Ripple because of their Apex event they're holding right now. Tomorrow there's going to be some more news rolling out as well. So Brad Garlinghouse did lead into a little bit of a hint as to maybe a metaverse play tomorrow. All right, Ripple Labs, the company behind the XRP cryptocurrency, has announced a significant step towards greater blockchain interoperability with the unveiling of XRPL EVM sidechain, a new sidechain solution designed to bridge the XRP ledger right, with the Ethereum Virtual Machine, EVM. This is pretty big for XRP. I just don't know if it's really going to matter when in the end scheme of things when it comes to like Chainlink, right? Near other interoperability plays, right? But for XRP, this is a great it's a great token in their ecosystem. I mean, this is going to be quite the ecosystem it's turning out to be. Introducing the XRP EVM sidechain. We're excited to bring the Ethereum Virtual Machine compatibility to the XRP ledger, enhancing the interoperability and unlocking new opportunities of DeFi, and of course RWA, which is real world assets. Right? Do not fade that industry; it's going to be insane. Ondo right now is a good play as well. I actually started getting a little bit more into last week. Ondo, what's another one out there? I think Pindle is one of them. There's some other ones I'm not really familiar with. But yeah, do some research into real world asset tokens. I think they're going to be a good play in the near future as well. The development is expected to unlock new opportunities for developers in real world assets, right? RWA tokenization and decentralized assets, finances, DeFi. Facilitating the new integration of XRPL EVM sidechain will utilize wrapped XRP. Oh man. Wrapped XRP now, EXRP, as both a native asset and its gas token. So they're also trying to find more and more use cases for XRP. Everyone was worried, including myself too, sitting on a big bag of XRP. The inclusion of XRP tokens, since all these other avenues in their ecosystem have been announced, right? With the stablecoin, right? Now with the EVM sidechain. It's going to be interesting to see, but they are promising all their holders that there's going to be use case for XRP with everything in the ecosystem. So whether that's paying gas fees or cross-border payments, we're going to find out a lot more as we dive into all this. Oh my God, there's so much to cover. And yeah, they also went into, of course, Axlar. We talked a little bit about Axlar a couple months ago. I'm still not 100% familiar with this project, but it has been pumping pretty good within the last month or two. CEO Ferran Pratt emphasizes the Axlar's strength, stating the bridge is battle-tested, production-ready, and fully compatible to introduce EXRP as a native currency to the XRPL, that's their stablecoin, EVM side. Oh no, it's RPL USD. It's it's RL USD is the new stablecoin. So this is just the sidechain. The EVM sidechain. In the midst of the new development, the price of XRP has increased by 2%. Ooh, 2% in the last 24 hours. I think you're gonna have to do a little more than that to impress me. Come on, guys. Come on. You can drop some more enticing information about your projects. Let's just sidestep into some more Bitcoin news as well as let's look at the XRP before we continue. XRP is still sitting under 50 cents. Right. And remember, at the beginning of bull run, it was at 50 cents. It hasn't really gone anywhere or done anything yet. We still compare this to a stablecoin. Mondo says, get that RWA. Yeah, you might want to have some RWA, man. Some real world assets instead of something like this. Oh my God. Anyway, XRP really isn't appreciating very well since this event. Oh man, look at that crazy crazy chop though over the last 4 years. It's been brutal holding this damn thing. Anyway, let's dive back into more news. Bitcoin price dumps below 68,000 in minutes, liquidating over 75,000 traders again. This is again the same amount of liquidations today as we had yesterday. 75,000 in just minutes, man. They're playing the market. They're playing the people, man. They knew that people were going to start setting in their longs as soon as, Powell was done with his speech like he normally does. And then they just played right into that and boom, crashed the market, liquidate the hell out of them, buy it all up on the cheap end as we approach 66. And here we are again, 68. It's just that simple, guys. This is how they play the markets. Whale games, man. These whale games. I need a whale. I need a 3D print a low poly whale for the stream. Oh my God, crazy times we're living in. Bitcoin's price traded to try to take down the coveted 70,000 level last night. It was violently rejected and pushed back to. I mean, yeah, it's the same thing we saw last night. The same damn thing. All right, moving into this. Moscow Stock Exchanges ceases trading in dollar and euro. This is, of course, one of our big dystopian future topics of the day. Moscow, right? Russia. Mother Russia. And Moscow Stock Exchange ceases to trade the dollar and the euro for our stock exchange funds. We're done with this. We're done with this. Send it back to the country it belongs to. They need to put it in landfill. It's done. We done here with it. God, this is just terrible, guys. This is terrible. Russia Stock Exchange, Moscow Exchange, MOEX, has stopped all trading in U.S. dollars and euros. The decision follows a new round of sanctions imposed by the U.S. Treasury Department on Russia. What? I wasn't aware of another round of sanctions. The exchange also confirmed that the share trading and money market transactions in these currencies would permanently be halted. Insane times. I mean, I never thought it would happen this fast. Like, we just keep hearing, we're cutting this, we're cutting that, we're cutting this. Last year it was the big deal about losing the petrodollar. Now, today, we have another thing to cover on that too, which is specifically, I'm gonna jump right in. We got a ton of crazy stuff to cover today. Oh my God. Where is it? Oh man, did I lose it? Oh, I hope not. It was our big one. It was our big one today. It was Moscow, and it was Saudi Arabia. Yeah. What the hell? I don't have it up. No. I just have to Google it, I guess. Sorry guys. Saudi Arabia. Was it let's just say ditch dollar. It was the prince, really, that came out and said it. It was an official, yeah. Yeah, this is a couple days ago. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that guy from YouTube. I forget his name. Saudi Arabia just ditched the U.S. dollar. It ditched it. The system that was in place for 75 years, making the dollar the world's reserve currency, granting economic stability and access to rising asset prices. The arrangement between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia helped preserve the U.S. dollar's dominance over global trade. Is now, however, donezo. On Sunday, Saudi Arabian prince announced that he would not renew the contract and would be signing a major change in the... Oh, I already just lost it. I'm going to zoom in. Oh, my God. Change in the U.S. In the global financial landscape. This agreement initiated after World War II, allowing that the U.S. could control the world's energy, and its impact on the standard of living of our Americans is substantial. The petrodollar system was replaced gold as the standard value and enabled the U.S. dollar to maintain dominance over the international trade. The reasons behind the Saudi Arabia's decision not to renew the contract is a larger story. And it's definitely because of BRICS. Because they are one of the newest nations inducted into BRICS. That is, of course, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, a few other nations as well as Saudi Arabia. They are discussing the trend of countries moving forward away from using the U.S. dollar in international trade, the oil transactions. So Saudi Arabia being the latest reported addition, the speaker argues that this could signal the end of America's global financial dominance and the raises the question of whether the U.S. is famous for exporting, the world is buying, which is nothing. Hollywood. I say it all the time. Hollywood's the only thing I can think of, and our military. That's it. In the chat, let me know. What do you guys think America exports these days, right? What are we doing for the rest of the world that they're not doing for us? They're not doing for themselves even. Like, it's hard to think of something, man. It's really hard. There's so many great nations out there producing so far superior assets than we are. All right. So yeah. The princess discusses the potential consequences of Saudi Arabia's decision is to no longer use the U.S. dollar for oil transactions. He explains the higher interest rates. Is this who is this saying? Oh, Andre. I'm assuming it's a economist. The national deficit and the federal budget, potentially leading to the higher taxes. Additionally, the value of the dollar itself could be affected. We're looking at hyperinflation, guys. We're looking at this dollar being worth basically a dollar. Yeah, exactly. A dollar being a dollar. $100 being a dollar. We talk about it all the time about how our pennies are worthless. Literally, worthless. In terms of their monetary value, and also they're cost more to produce than they are actually to use in our currency. We should go about the way the dinosaur, like Canada did, right? And then, of course, we talk about this little gem too, which is the U.S. nickel, which now contains more, rare earth metal, raw metals than its printed value, right? There's enough nickel in here. And some other trace metals that is actually worth more than 5 cents. That's actually worth more like 11 or 12 cents in the current market. Look it up. As of this beginning of this year, we covered that. It's insane. This world right now is crazy. People are so blind to it. You talk to any normie on the street, any normie in your workplace, they are completely blind to what's going on. I bring it up all the time in conversation. Like, oh, and then everyone's just like, ha, no, you're kidding. You're funny. I'm not funny, man. It's happening right now. Oh, man. It is happening right now. So, yeah, that's what's going on. That happened again. The last 3 days, we have lost both two major markets. I would say Moscow for the rest. I mean, Euro, man. Euro not on the exchange. They're just they're basically suffocating us as well as we are suffocating them. This is the stuff that makes wars, man. This is what started World War II. If you get back into World War II with the Nazis, rising from Germany and their inflation. Anywho. What in the world is going on? Can XRP repeat its 2017 rally? XRP really didn't get much of a run ever. Literally ever. It's been in a lawsuit since inception. Since I've been in crypto, they've been in court battles. Can it see a 2017 like rally? Because it was the only time it really rallied. Analyst Dark Defender has cautioned XRP holders have been growing increasingly impatient with the asset's performance. XRP, unlike any other top-ranking tokens, has not seen a significant rally since 2023, the start of the bull cycle in late 23. Ripple's quarterly market reports for quarter 4 of 2023 and quarter 1 of 2024 confirmed XRP's underperformance, revealing a mere 7% increase in quarter 4 of 2023 and a 5% decline by the end of quarter 1 of 2024. During the same period, rivals like Bitcoin and BNB reached new all-time highs. Right? This is how I've been feeling, man. Sitting on a big bag of XRP and I'm like, oh, Jasmine went up like, what is it, like almost 200% now or something crazy? Or 400? No, it's definitely over 100. It was my first 100x. It's insane. 100% on the month. I think it's over 100x now from where last year. But I mean, like other crazy coins have gone above and beyond expectations already, and yet XRP just sit there and done nothing. You can say the same thing about Polygon too. I'm very bullish on Polygon, maybe even more so than I am XRP at the current moment. But still, there's a lot of coins out there that haven't done nothing. So don't get impatient. Please don't. That's how you make money in this market. Got to be patient. It's all about time in, right? That's what Kathy Wood always says, right? It's a very old saying, but time in the market beats timing the market. So take that and hold that to the fire, because it definitely works. By December 2017, XRP was trading at 22 cents. In a remarkable turn of events, XRP experienced an explosive rally that propelled it to $3.84 by 2018. Which is crazy, because I can't even imagine a $3 or $4 XRP when we haven't even been $1. We got really close to $1 last year, I think, with some of the court settlements, right? Of course, court seemed like it was going to finally settle, and we pushed up to like almost 90 cents. It was like 88 cents, something like that last year, and then we just went back to where we are now as we continue the stablecoin route at 50 cents. January 2018 represented staggering 60,000% increase from its year-to-year earlier on, and a 1,600% gain in just 4 weeks. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. When we start seeing melting faces in this market, we are going to see the likes of every coin just change lives. It's just going to get stupid. And everyone's going to be like, well, I didn't see that coming. Did you hold long enough? It's all it takes, man. That's all it takes. Of course, I gotta bring Oscar into this. If you are not holding with the intention of selling with a longer time frame, then you what are you?
Stupid?
What are
you, stupid?
You can't buy when we're at the tops and sell when we're falling down from the top. I mean, you gotta buy low. You gotta buy low. Get in early. It sucks to say that. Get in early. So on the weekly time frame, XRP stands above support once again. And here we are, sitting at 49 cents. Yippee ki-yay. Let's see where we go. But yeah, this conference tomorrow. I think we might see something serious. They wouldn't be putting something. They wouldn't be holding us back. I think they got something up their sleeves for the end of this Apex rally. Charles Hoskinson breaks silence on Cardano partnership with Elon Musk. I thought this was interesting too, because we're always talking about Elon and he's getting these what is it, the back ends all filled out, and all the paperwork and everything for tokenization of assets on the platform for X, right? Charles Hoskinson, of course, has broken silence about Elon Musk. And in an interview with Tony Edward, EOS founder, the Thinking Crypto, Hoskinson highlighted the similarities in interest with Elon Musk, which is interesting. I wonder if there is some sort of possible partnership in the future. It's probably just him trying to stretch his legs a little bit. Cardano has a lot of potential. I really do think that it does. It's still too early for it to. In the moment of truth, Cardano founder expressed the confusion and disappointment over the lack of collaboration in response to Elon Musk, despite the several areas of potential collaboration. Other one avenue on X is that another Elon Musk company has benefited from Cardano is through the integration of Midnight Protocol for the much-needed privacy on the social media platform. The Cardano founder noted that Elon and Musk share a mutual friend in Lex Friedman, of course. Of course, Lex. Who isn't a friend of Lex these days, I guess? And Tesla boss agrees with Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum co-founder. Additionally, the president of Argentina, Javier Eduardo Milei, who shared a public moment with Musk recently, acknowledged Hoskinson's presence by reposting Cardano's post on X. That's, of course, coming back on the news that Cardano is going to help not only Argentina, but XRP was looking at, Brad Cardano's house, XRP looking for a stablecoin in Argentina, and also Cardano in maybe their election. I think that's the big thing. We got rid of it a few days ago. I forget. There's just too many things going on. So notably, despite these intersecting interests in Hoskinson's attempt to reach out to Musk on multiple occasions, the efforts have not paid off. The attempts have never, for once, been met with a corresponding gesture. Never once has he mentioned us, he stated. Okay, so nothing. Come on. Cardano is open for business. Although he is not associated with Musk, for Cardano founder expressed his desire to see the X and social media platform thrive. He noted that he offered to contribute to the process in any way possible. X, right? Elon Musk has touted all sorts of use cases for X, and voting on top of that has been one of them. And that's something that Hoskinson has really been a proponent of in terms of blockchain, the voting, right? Just throw the votes on the blockchain. You don't have any market manipulation on the votes. No one can mess with it. It's out there. It's immutable, and everyone knows who voted for what. Without knowing who. but yeah, I think that there's so much potential, especially if X really wants to be a real everything platform, right? The cross-platform. We'll see. But yeah, as of right now, the guy is a business genius, and you can't count him out. Yeah, okay, Charles, I'm sorry. Maybe one day you'll get the respect you deserve. Oh, man. All right, so Jim Cramer, I thought this was kind of nuts, too, man. Things get stupid when you get... Oh, Iggy Azalea and that freaking meme coin. And now we got, of course, Jim Cramer talking about crypto again with Iggy Azalea and that silly meme coin. Prominent CNBC host, of course, Jim Cramer, Mad Money's Jim Cramer, talked to the Australian rapper Iggy Azalea on his social X media profile. Azalea, who is dressed in a white graphic T-shirt with an image of sunflowers and a pleated miniskirt with Subtle pinstripes and black knee-high. You really have to, like, really? Hugging the 69-year-old stock picketer after the opening bell on the trading floor of the New York Stock is really. Wait, what? Jim Cramer, 69 years old? No way. No way. They're referring to someone else? I didn't think he was 69 years old. I hope not. I mean, he looks. I don't know. He's crazy, man. He must be a freaking alien. So yeah, the image immediately went viral on social media platform, attracting mixed reactions from the cryptocurrency community. The tops is in, lads. One cryptocurrency enthusiast wrote in response to Kramer's picture, "Well, so much for the rate cut." Jesus. Yeah, I mean, mother, that's Iggy Azalea's coin takes Wall Street is the caption on apparently the post. The price of Azalea's mother meme coin has surged more than 40% over the past 24 hours and now just down 4% from its all-time highs of 23 cents. And that was achieved on June 6th amid the flurry of yada yada buying. Oh, man. I thought there'd be a little more into that. What a silly nonsense article. Is he really 69 years old, guys? I just can't get over that. Jim Cramer, 69 years old? There's no freaking way. He doesn't look it. He doesn't look it. Maybe because he's just completely shaved. I don't know. Anywho, Fed leaves the rate cuts unchanged, but of course, this is what happened today. As we watch Bitcoin just get brought down and taken advantage of as the whales play their games in the market. The whale games are in. It's like Christmas for the whales, man. They get to buy up all the low Bitcoin as they just watch it pummel. They just pummel us down. Despite the lack of progress mentioned in the May 1st statement, modest progress was made towards the 2% inflation target. The Fed does not think it would be appropriate to lower its policy target range. Yada, yada. We're probably not going to get rate cuts, guys, until we're looking at October now. I don't think they're going to do it in September. It's too soon. But especially, he seemed kind of hawkish today when I listened to him. December. They said 2 or 3 this year. Now we're looking at maybe 1 or 2. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe 1. GameStop stock jumps as speculation over Roaring Kitty intensifies. We're still doing this game? Really? We're still doing the GameStop game? I didn't really pay attention to it today. Let's take a look at it real quick. See where it's at right now. Of course, GME stock 25.46. Looks like it came down. So I don't know, man. it looks like it. Whoa! It looks like it plummeted quite a bit since the last 5 days. So if you're holding GameStop right now, I'm not feeling very bullish for you, but there's a long-term game on that, right? The GameStop game. This is not one for me. Looks like it's rise up to 33, and now it's down to 29, 25. It looked like we just looked at it. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really see anything pop up on my X account today for Roaring Kitty either. I don't know if he was posting anything or not. I think yesterday he posted the look in the mirror. Oh, look at me. You once were a billionaire. Oh, Jesus. He's so troll. Let's just check X real quick and see. Is Roaring Kitty doing anything right now? It's been pretty quiet all day, man. Let's see. What is Roaring Kitty doing? We got this 10 hours ago. Yeah. I think it just might be my masterpiece. What the hell? Breaking news.
Started. You can see that right there. About 28 or so minutes late, but nonetheless, it is underway. And we'll see exactly what's gonna happen there. Andrew Left still standing by. We'll give you updates when they happen.
Is troll on CNBC?
Judge for yourself what's going on your screen.
This guy. Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's stupid. You had to be there. Nothing really today for Roaring Kitty. He's just trolling. Anywho, enough of the GameStop. Let's see what's going on. Of course, we got more and more news on pro-crypto Trump. As we covered Donald Trump Jr. endorsing his father yesterday. Now we've got Trump declaring love and understanding of crypto and Bitcoin as miners meet. This actually happened, I think, was it yesterday? I didn't get to cover this yesterday because it kind of flew over my radar. I was traveling yesterday for work. The attendees include representatives from top Bitcoin mining companies such as CleanSpark, Riot Platforms, this is one of the biggest ones right there, Marathon Digital, and other prominent industry players. Key figures included Matthew Schultz and CleanSpark's Jason Les and Brian Morgenstern from Riot Platforms. We're gonna keep going. While Trump has been used as a has used crypto to advance his campaign, he has now firmly opposed the establishment of the CBDCs. Yes, and keeps getting that buzzword keeps popping back up and up and up, and we're gonna see more of it as XRP also is looking to help other nations in their CBDC. I don't know what are we doing, man? Are we playing crypto? Are we playing the central bank digital currency game? Come on. Make up your mind. Is there room for both? That's what I want to see in this dystopian future, guys. Again, in this dystopian future, is there room for both? I don't know. And I guess it's a pretty dark world. I guess there's room for both. God. Vote for Trump. Bitcoin mining may be our last line of defense against CBDCs. He said specifically this tagline, which has sparked the market, and it's controversial, right? For both parties, even. We want all the remaining Bitcoin to be made in the USA. Really? The old tagline, made in USA. It will help us be energy dominant, right? I'm not a huge fan of Trump. I'm gonna be completely honest about that. But seeing that tagline, made in USA. When it comes to Bitcoin, man, I'm telling you, I'm kind of feeling it now. I'm like, I'm feeling a little giddy. I just know it. Is it gonna last? I don't know. But yeah, Bitcoin made in USA. How about that? How about that, Moon Lambo? What do you think about Big Bird King? Oh, well, it is Whopper Wednesday, right? Yeah, Whopper Wednesday. You gotta get some BK on Whopper Wednesday. I do. I dip my toe into BK every so often on Wednesday. But yeah, made in USA. What do you think about that? Bitcoin now being made in USA. It's kind of late. Well, supposedly it could have been developed here, if you depending on what you believe. Maybe the CIA developed it. We got to go down that rabbit hole. I keep talking, bringing back that whole skeptical controversy over the conspiracy of Bitcoin being created by the CIA. But we got to go down that rabbit hole at some point, because it's been months since we did that. So just last month, Trump became the first presumptive, Republican presidential nominee to accept cryptocurrency in his official campaign donations. Although he was not the first crypto candidate, that was, of course, going to always be the title going to be RFK. But he is the first major candidate to accept it in his donation. The meeting place took that was when they did the his NFT platform, right? They did that whole thing. What was this? Was this today? Or that was yesterday? That was yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Orange Man plus Orange Coin equal good. Today was a historic moment in our journey towards the hypercoin Bitcoinization, and the former and next president of the United States gathered Americans' hash rate and committed to the championing of our cause in DC on the global stage. Bitcoin will thrive in America. Oh my God. He's got a really good campaign. He's got a real good campaign. Whoever's growing his campaign marketing right now, it's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. Yep. Oh, yep. Nice. Moonman was getting that Whopper Wednesday deal. Yep. I mean, $3 for a Whopper is still, it's still a decent deal. Especially if the government subsidizes mining. Yeah. We gotta start getting some sort of incentives here to keep this thing in America cooking. Because if we don't, we lose this. This is it. This is the last hurrah for the dollar. We cannot say, we just, while you were out, Moon, we went over a lot of dystopian future articles, right? About how Moscow no longer is using the dollar and the euro to trade in their stock market. And, of course, Saudi Arabia ditching the dollar altogether. So no longer using the dollar in their petrol oil transactions. We've been covering that all year because that did actually happen last year. We lost the petrodollar last year, but now they officially stopped accepting dollars. So BRICS is taking a huge initiative in de-dollarizing that part of the world, and now it's just going to get crazier from here on out. We'll wait until we see a huge siphon off of China's, we talked about that at the beginning of the year in March Madness, right? Chinese March Madness with Chinese bond auction, right? The Treasury auction, which basically had been halted because they were supposedly hacked, right? They were supposedly hacked. which they honestly just probably didn't want to buy any more of our debt. That's all it was all pretty much about. And now they're sending more of their money back home to us, where we can just put all this in a landfill, right? Or just burn it, I guess. We're not supposed to burn our money. But we can definitely throw it away. We can definitely throw it away. Alrighty. So yeah, I thought that was interesting to coin. There's a whole bunch of posts on this too. Make Bitcoin great again. Oh my god, dude. He had to make that hat. Oh boy. Oh man, I'm sure there's gonna be tons of memes. I mean, Trump's entire candidacy was full of memes. Now we're gonna get Bitcoin memes out of Trump memes. This is gonna get nuts. Gonna get crazy. So yeah, yeah, man. Get ready for hyperinflation. For sure. For sure. We are ready for hyperinflation. Are you ready for hyperinflation? Yeah, right before you came on too, I was just saying how this $100 is going to be a dollar, and that the average house price in North America will be, I think we covered it a few months ago. On average, it's looking like it's going to be by 2035 about $1 million per house, on average in the United States. Because we're just continuing to go further and further into U.S. debt. We are almost at 35 trillion, right? 35 trillion. If you go into the time machine, just 4 years into the future, we're sitting at a 46.5 trillion dollar market cap for the U.S. dollar. Do you think we can keep up with Social Security? The liability for Social Security by 2028, that's only 4 years from today, is the previous market debt from current day. And if you look at it now, I mean, we're just talking about one metric. This is just one metric. This is the one that stands out to me right now. I'm just like, I'm trying to get my family and friends to really see what's happening, man. It's happening so fast. Without Bitcoin in your life or crypto assets or some sort of hedge against inflation, you're in a dark place in the future, man. The dystopian future is going to eat you up and spit you out. You're gonna need a lot more guns and bullets than I currently have if you don't have any hedge against inflation. All right. Anyway, we're done looking at that. Oh man, Moon Lambo says he's got a bunch of canned tuna. Bring it on. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I already ate through all my pantry when we had the last big hike in inflation. And of course, I want to cover When Moon. It's been a while since we covered this. It's been about 3 weeks since we last dived into it. But yeah, When Moon, of course, is brought to you by observablehq.com. It's a great tool to plan your retirement as we talk about hyperinflation, all the crazy stuff that could occur for the U.S. markets. So yeah, basically you just put the amount of Bitcoin you have in here. Say you have half a Bitcoin and how much you want to retire on said Bitcoin, right? Say you want to have $100,000 each year to pull out, or say you want to have $65,000 in current dollars, right? This should measure against inflation, because the next step is how much will the USD supply increase due to inflation? 12.2%. That's the current average at the API is pulling in right now. And then the annual appreciation of Bitcoin. This is typically somewhere between 20 and 40% each year, according to Michael Saylor. I usually just put in 20 for a conservative range. It can get as high as 150 on annual appreciation. So, of course, according to this, if you have half a Bitcoin, with today's dollars, that Bitcoin being worth $34,000, you'll be able to retire with $65,000 a year on 2073. That's not right. That's not right at all. I think these by default are kind of, should be like 4%, not 12. Yeah, 2042. That's a little more realistic. With the annual increase, let's say 40. 2030. Okay, this is a little more realistic. If of course you personally believe that Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million and beyond by 2030. You could definitely start to retire because your stack will be worth $383,000 by 2030 if you just had half a Bitcoin right now, which is 500 million sats. Now, if you did have a full Bitcoin And you want to, again, play with these ranges, just kind of guesstimate, be conservative. If you think Bitcoin's not going to appreciate as high, if you had one Bitcoin, be able to retire in just 4 years. If you wanted to just take out maybe this is what you make on average. On average, the American makes around 65 to 70,000 a year. That's why I put 65,000 as a retirement amount. But yeah, you can put whatever the hell you want here. You want to retire with $1 million a year? Just go for it. And say you have a Bitcoin, and yeah, you can retire here according to these annual increases to the supply of the USD, and inflation, and appreciation rate of Bitcoin. You could retire by 2037 with $1 million each year, and take out your first daily withdrawal will be $4,600 worth of Bitcoin, which will be a tiny amount of sats. 604 sats. 60,400 sats, which will be taking out for that first short withdrawal. And it, of course, breaks down the entire chart for you, so you can go through here and you can plan out your exit strategy. Maybe you don't want to take it that much out. Maybe you can get in probably $1 million then. Who knows what that's actually going to be worth. But that's in today's dollars as well. So yeah, really cool. And of course, you can donate to the creator of this API. I do feel like lately it has been a little bit on the fritz. So I don't know what's going on. But this is made by Jimbo. You can send him 2,000 sats if you deem so. Up to even like 100 sats. Yeah, whatever you want. So yeah, I just wanted to cover When Moon. It's been a while. It's fun. Play around with it. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'm not endorsed or sponsored by anything. I don't get paid to do any of this stuff. I do it for fun. I do it for fun to meet new guys like you guys, like Moon Lambo, cool people out there collecting cans of tuna. Oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, I'm still stacking sats and stacking bullets. Oh Jesus. Yep, that's what you gotta do. All right. We're getting down into the dumps in terms of our news for the day. Yeah, there's a lot of FUD right now going on. I can't believe Do Kwon's still in the news. Agrees to pay $4.4 billion fine. How is Terra Luna going to fund how are they going to float $4.4 billion? What the hell is Terra even doing? Whatever happened to Terra's new project too? Man, that was the only project I ever really lost money on. I lost about $200-300 off of Terra Luna. Now I do a Luna Classic now, I guess. But yeah, Terra. Back in 2022, I think it fell in 2022. Or maybe it was the end of 21. I don't remember. It's been a long bear market. But yeah, I wonder how the hell they're gonna pay for that fine. He's never gonna be able to pay that. Brazil's largest bank expands Bitcoin and Ether transactions. We covered that a little bit yesterday. This is huge. I think we definitely need to cover this again. Brazil's largest bank, right, expands Bitcoin and Ether trading to all customers. My biggest takeaway on this is the faster the banks get exposure and are able to hold and custody your Bitcoin, then you have less of an incentive to do it yourself. So I think ultimately I don't want to see this happen too fast. But at some point, the normies aren't going to want to do it anyway. They're not going to want to know. It'll be too late. They won't even, maybe not even be a way to do that in the future. We don't know. We also know, too, that there could be a time where we have a national emergency and America starts telling us to surrender our Bitcoin like they did with gold back in the 60s and 70s. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going on with I don't trust the banks, so this is keeping my Bitcoin in cold storage. So yeah, and there was also another survey. I don't remember who covered it. Was it Bitcoin Magazine? I think. I don't know if I trust a lot of their survey data too. But they did a 1 out of 4. 1 out of every 4 Americans supposedly hold Bitcoin now, which I think that's a little too bullish. I think that's a little unrealistic. 1 out of every 4? Out of every 4 people I know, I can't think of. I think out of my friend group, I pushed Bitcoin really hard on my friends and family. So they all have a little bit of exposure. Teeny tiny bit of exposure, not enough in my personal opinion, to Bitcoin and the crypto assets. But the normies, the people I work with, people on the street, we are about to start interviewing people. I actually just started, I just finished my character model this past weekend. Thank you to Mondo. We are going to jump into the metaverse, which is of course our most easy route to talking to the normies who are not into crypto whatsoever, and that's going to be VR chat. We're going to be doing that this week at some point. I'm hoping to do that Friday. That'd be fun. So we might have a video come out maybe over the weekend. We'll see. We'll see if we get that out this week. 1 out of 10 seems a little more realistic. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you on that, especially since we know the metric on the dogs. Well, I don't know. Maybe 1 out of 4 isn't far-fetched after all, because remember, 1 out of every 5 people supposedly have interest in crypto and will vote for Donald Trump, according to those freaking surveys. I don't know, man. Maybe 1 out of 10 is more realistic. I am right there with you. We keep hearing all these crazy surveys that they seem a bit far-fetched. I mean, I said it so many times before. Will Biden really lose a fifth of the vote just because of crypto? I don't know. I think that's a little high. Maybe they're not expecting a lot of people to either vote that aren't in any topics or don't care about any topics. So there's a lot of people that just still don't vote every year. Anywho, so that seems to be all of the big articles, right? We talked about a lot of this stuff. It's just kind of resurfacing again and again. Like we talked about this last week, about the McDonald's metaverse in Singapore. South Korea classifies NFTs as virtual assets. Nifty newsletter. I didn't hear about that, though, that South Korea classifies NFTs as virtual assets. I mean, that's pretty bullish. I don't think there's any negative way to spin that. My attorney charges 3 tied to evolved apes NFT scam. New York attorney. Bitcoin carries weekly rise in NFT sale volumes. Really? Chinese president praises blockchain executive. Who from what company? Conflux? Interesting. Citron no longer short on GameStop. What is going on with their shares, though, guys? What is going on with their shares? Are they really going to flip their shares into Bitcoin? Because they're doing some weird stuff with their shares. They're just flooding the market now with GameStop shares. I'm guessing because of the apes. They're just aping in and buying all the shares up. Are they going to use that money and just go do the Michael Saylor route? I keep saying it. I want it to happen. We need more companies to do the Michael Saylor route. The Bitcoin strategy, strategy in the space. That'd be so exciting to see more companies do that. Metaplanet, we keep talking about that. They actually did have another push. They just dumped like another 100+ million into bitty bit Bitcoin. Yeah, I think that's all I got for articles tonight, guys. Those are the big ones. I'm not seeing anything else really catch. XRP, ETF inevitable. We know this. Come on, I mean, all the big L ones are gonna have ETFs, right? They're all gonna happen. Vitalik is unhappy with the celebrity meme coin cycle. Me too. We're gonna see another freaking article on Iggy Azalea. I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. Oh my god. All right, we're moving on. Let's get into the normies. Let's see what are the normies doing. We'll dive a little bit into crypto. Not all the normies are on next though. I shouldn't say that. It's the Google Trends we gotta watch out for the normies on. So what's going on with crypto? Of course, we got more of these. Don't look forward. Just keep looking. Just keep looking at the market. Just don't lose focus. Surviving Bitcoin bull run is not easy. Yeah, we've seen a lot of this stuff yesterday. Really, altcoins right now. Yeah. Oh, yep. That's it. Yep. And Bitcoin just keeps chugging along. God, Joe Biden's campaign is in talks to accept crypto donations through Coinbase Commerce. Look at this. I told you they'd flip. I knew they were going to do something when they pulled that veto when Trump came out. So, yeah. Biden's SEC suing Coinbase in federal court, arguing it doesn't have a right to exist as an exchange. All right, we're getting conflicting articles. That was Bitcoin Magazine. And that was, I don't know, Joe Carlasar. I don't know, man. What's going on? Dogecoin standard global financial system. Yes! Let's go! Oh, my God. Oh, man, guys. Yes, Crypto Degens liking every OF girl's crypto post without hesitation. Oh, my God. What in the hell? I love this one. We saw this one yesterday. Bitcoin down. Everything else goes with it. All right, let's get into the normies, guys. Oh, here we go. Hurt my brain again every night. Here we go. Apple. Did you guys see that? That's crap we covered yesterday with Apple. What in the world happened with Apple yesterday? I felt like I was living in the Twilight Zone. I took a nap. I woke up. I groggily watched this nonsense on my phone about Apple putting a freaking calculator on the iPad. That was a big point of innovation for Apple. I don't know what's going on with that company. So Crux, Nvidia stock, Dan Hurley, Worldly Hunt. What in the world, man? I don't know. iOS 10, 18, right? iOS 18 is Apple nonsense. Michael Rainey Jr., Practical Magic 2, Rebecca. It's the same rinse and repeat junk from the last 3 days. Comic Storian. What is this? Ben Potter, YouTube creator known as Comic Storian, dies at 40. Jeez. What a way to go, man. It's too early. John Fetterman still in the news. Of course, his wife had a car accident or something. Man, it's just nothing new today. Dragon Boat Festival still in the news. What are people searching for these days? More than shark attacks still. All right, we're not getting anything new out of the normies. It's still the same rinse and repeat this week. And then we've got Bitcoin, of course, trending downwards still since the all-time highs. I mean, guys, we're not that far away from all-time highs still. We're still what? It's on my side view. Where are we sitting at? My camera got moved? Really? Jesus. God. Yeah, it looks like Bitcoin's sitting at a 68.3 right now. Of course, we are about less than 5 minutes from Japan opening. Actually, I think arguably they already opened. And I don't think they're going to sell off. I think it's America. I think we have big whales here in America. They're just playing the market. Freaking whale games. But yeah, this is what I think is going to happen, though. I still think that we're going to stay pretty tried and true to this trend. We have broken it, though. Not going to lie, we broke that trend. The whales broke it today. But yeah, if you look at the... let's go to the 30-minute chart. See a little more shorter time frame. As long as we can get back above that trend line tonight, I'm pretty bullish into next week. Even over the weekend. We've seen a lot of big moves happen over the weekend lately. Mostly because the big institutions are buying over the weekends. We've heard it time and time again. BlackRock and of course Michael Saylor admittedly has come out and said that they buy over the weekends because they know that with the volatility, not to worry about it, right? They can buy over the counter over the weekends. It's kind of like a ghost buy, right? So it works for them. That's what they're gonna do. We're gonna move Bitcoin channel a little bit because she's kind of in my way, man. Oh man, her face is falling apart. You are a mess, girl. Holy crap. Jesus. Get over. Oh my god. I'm gonna tear her apart. We're just gonna go the 1 hour and hide her. Her face is still there. Alright, so yeah, this is what I think is gonna... As long as we can get above this trend, or even stay on the one we're at now, I mean, that's still pretty bullish. Yeah, we're going a little more steady up. God. That would really take us into tomorrow morning, right? Yeah, this would take us into tomorrow morning's opening. It's just crazy how this stuff lines up, guys. I don't that much anymore. I don't really trade, is what I'm really getting at. But this stuff just adds up insane all the time. Like right there, it looks like we're gonna get super tight in that range if we just trade like that overnight with these, lower volatility nations, right? We're gonna have the second and third largest economies wake up, start trading, but then we're gonna have America right there, pop off, right as soon as that squeezes out, and then we're probably gonna squeeze up. It's probably a 60% chance we go up. From there, because why not? What are we waiting for? Like we got the okay from Fed Chair Powell. He's like, yeah, what are we gonna do? We can't just increase rates again. We're just gonna keep going sideways until something breaks. That's what they're doing. They're waiting for them to break. 63 banks on the brink of collapse. We covered this right last week into this week. It's still there. It's still on the table. It's still gonna happen. As long as they They keep it afloat. I know some banks right now are already coming down with their rates. It's insane. I don't know how they're doing it with the Fed not doing it first. But yeah, central banks can do whatever they want, I guess. I don't know what the deal is. So yeah, all in all, we're still on this downward trend over the last 4 months since the all-time highs. We can look at that as well. Just look at like the bull bear case for the coming weekend. Because we only got 2 more trading days left, guys. Tomorrow and Friday, that's it. Normally we don't get too crazy get into Friday, but usually after a Fed meeting, it's usually on and up afterwards. So we could probably see a what was the last time, like a 12-15% increase from the last CPI. I think it was right here. Yeah, I mean that's pretty significant. What is that? Yeah, about 12. I was right. I'm telling you guys, I see these freaking charts too often. But yeah, I think we could probably see the same kind of thing. And if we did right after, sometime up in here, it would be in the middle of the month towards the end of the month, we'd see another 12%. That would put us out into the 80s, guys. That's crazy. I can't believe we're talking about 80s already. Again. Oh, man. But yeah, we got to break out of this range until we get out of this long parallel channel downward trend. We're still kind of trading sideways until we break out, and it's only a matter of time. We're running dry, man. We're running dry as we cover it every single day, being record lows on the exchanges for the year. All right, so that's what I got, guys. That's everything going on. Mondo says moon. That's what we're gonna do. The bulls are going to get back in that market. We're going to take over. We're going to take over, and we're going to go to bigger places and do bigger and better things. And, of course, don't be FUD in the market. Don't be silly. Don't be...
What are you, stupid?
Keep buying Bitcoins. Keep stacking sats. Be smart. Don't do anything stupid. Don't F this up, as Rob Paul likes to say. I like to reinitiate that as well. Reiterate that. Yeah, buy Bitcoin. Don't let your dreams be dreams. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow, Thursday. Have a great night. This is, of course, the Crypto Otaku, bringing you the crypto chaos in the markets. Please like and subscribe. Do all the things. I'd appreciate it. And we will see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a crazy week. I think tomorrow we're going to see some nuts volatility. Have a great night. And Mondo doesn't buy Bitcoin. Damn. I'll see you guys later.
Insufficient. We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve